Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and thanks for stopping by. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we need your help to get to 20,000 subscribers. It really helps our channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you more great travel and cruise content. We really appreciate your support. Now let's get started. Embarkation Day is finally here, and we were beyond excited because this wasn't just any cruise. This is our first Christmas cruise on Carnival Mardi Gras, and we were traveling with 23 of our family members. Everybody had on matching shirts, the energy was high, and we were ready to board and start this holiday adventure together. Overall, the embarkation process went pretty smoothly. Check-in moved fairly fast, and we were able to get through that part without much trouble. The one area we didn't love was the security checkpoint. We've cruised on multiple cruise lines, and this part felt a bit chaotic with long lines. People were unsure where to go and a lot of waiting. Once you get past that, though, things pick up. After security, we headed toward boarding, but before stepping onto the ship, Carnival checked our passports one more time right before the gangway. Insider tip here: keep your passport easily accessible until you are fully on the ship. Don't put it away too early because they may ask for it again. One thing that really surprised us was that there was no employees there cheering or welcoming or clapping us on board. We've been on a lot of cruises, and that welcome aboard energy is something we're used to. This time it was pretty quiet and straight to the point, which felt a little different from what we expected. Once on board, we noticed a few Christmas trees and some holiday decorations here and there, but honestly, the ship didn't feel decorated for the Christmas vibe. We were expecting more lights, garland, or festive touches, especially since this is a Christmas cruise. It wasn't bad, just a little underwhelming in terms of holiday decor. Before heading to our cabin, we stopped at Shack's Big Chicken to grab something to eat. That place is always a solid choice. The food was served fast, portions were generous, and it was a great way to refuel after a long embarkation morning. Insider tip: boarding and eating early helps you avoid the big lunch crowds on embarkation day. Cabins were ready around 1:30 p.m. and we were able to head straight to our room. We had a balcony room and it was really nice to finally drop our bags and relax a bit. The room was clean, comfortable, and having that balcony was perfect for sailaway views and fresh ocean air throughout the cruise. The room had plenty of storage space, a mini fridge, the bathroom was nice and clean. You have a sink with a small counter space, some shelves for storing your toiletries, and a glass shower which actually has shampoo, conditioner, and body wash dispensers, and a retractable clothesline. The closet had plenty of space. My husband and I each had our own side. On my side, there were plenty of hangers, a couple of wire pull-out drawers, a safe, and shelving that could be pulled down or folded up depending on what you needed. There was also a little small drawer at the very bottom. On his side, there are more hangers along with adjustable shelving for added storage. The room comes with 2 bottles of water, but they're not free. Later on, we did receive 2 complimentary 1-liter bottles because of our status with Carnival. If your red status are higher, you'll receive complimentary water to your room. There were a couple of plugs and USB ports. Tip: if you need more plugs or USB ports, bring a cruise-approved non-surge protector. Here's the non-surge protector we purchased from Amazon. It didn't take up a lot of room and worked perfectly. There's a link in the description below to the exact same one we purchased. The balcony was a pretty nice space. Normally we have 2 chairs and a table, but this time we had 2 chairs, a table, and a lounger. We really loved having a lounger on the balcony. It was perfect for stretching out, relaxing, and just enjoying the ocean views. There was also a cute little ottoman that gave some extra storage space. On most cruise ships, you need to insert your room key to turn the lights on. Our cabin steward had already provided an extra card that could stay in the light slot. Pro tip, it's always a good idea to bring an old gift card or business card for this purpose. Later on, we headed out to the sail-away party, and this is where the energy really picked up. The music was loud, people were dancing, and you could feel the excitement all around the ship. It was a fun way to officially kick off the cruise, especially being surrounded by family and other excited guests. Carnival sail-away party was such a vibe. The energy kicked off right away with the cruise dancers getting everyone hyped as we were about to pull away from the port. The music was pumping, the crowd was dancing, and it really set the tone for the entire cruise. Then things 1 and 2 and Cat in the Hat made their appearance, bringing out lots of laughs and photo ops. And just when we thought it couldn't get any better, the Grinch came out and took the party to another level. Between the dancers, the characters, and the high energy atmosphere, it was the perfect way to start our cruise. Here's our cruise director, Jackie Tang, hyping up the crowd and making sure everyone was ready to have an amazing cruise. After the sail-away party, we spent some time exploring the ship. Carnival Mardi Gras is massive, so you definitely don't see everything in one day. You also have to get used to the layout of the ship. As we were exploring, I visited the Palm Restaurant main dining room, which is where our group was dining at night. So I went to the dining room basically because our group time was set for 6 p.m. dining. However, when we looked at our cards, when we got on the ship, it said the time was moved to 5 o'clock. So make sure you check your time on your cards to ensure that it's the right time that you reserved when you book your cruise. After checking out different areas of the cruise ship, we made our way to the fitness center. The gym was large, modern, and well equipped with treadmills, weights, and plenty of machines. It looked like a great space for anyone trying to stay active during the cruise to work up all that food you're going to indulge in. So we confirmed that our dining time was moved up to 5 o'clock. So later on that evening, we headed to dinner and I had the 12-hour slow-cooked short rib with mashed potatoes and green beans. It was delicious. And shout out to our server, Robin. He was excellent, and boy, could he dance, guys. And for dessert, I had the cheesecake with the strawberry topping, and my husband had the orange sherbet cake, and they were both delicious. By the end of day one, we were tired but happy. Boarding day always feels busy, but being on the ship with family, soaking in the atmosphere, and knowing we were about to celebrate Christmas at sea made it all worth it. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you subscribe. We're working hard to reach 20,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be part of that journey. Stay tuned for day 2 of our first Christmas cruise aboard Carnival Mardi Gras. Day 2 of our first Christmas cruise on Carnival Mardi Gras was a full day at sea. And while we've done Christmas cruises before, this was the day that the rest of our family finally got to experience what the Christmas vibe really is like on a cruise ship. We started the morning at the Lido Deck Marketplace for breakfast. The selection was huge, everything from cereal and fresh fruit to pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon, pastries, and more. It was busy but well organized, and it felt good to take our time, eat, and ease into the day with ocean views all around us. After breakfast, we decided to tour more of the ship. One of our first stops was Guy's Burger Joint. It wasn't open yet, but we wanted to see where it was located so we'd be ready when the cravings hit later. Even closed, the setup looked great, and we already knew those burgers were going to be worth coming back for. Next, we stopped by Club O2 just to see what it was and where it was located. This area is designed for teens, giving them their own space to hang out, socialize, and have fun from the adult areas. It's a great feature for families cruising with older kids ages 15 to 17. They also have Camp Ocean and Circle C for the younger age groups. Then we headed up to the Ultimate Playground on decks 18 and 19, and this area was impressive. We saw the ropes course, water slides, sports areas, mini golf, and open deck spaces with incredible views of the ocean. We even saw the famous boat roller coaster in action. Keep in mind that this roller coaster is not complimentary and it costs $15 per person to ride. Overall, it really felt like a playground at sea with activities for all ages and plenty of spots to just stop and take in the scenery. After that, we checked out the Serenity Deck, which is the adults only area for guests 21 and over. This space was calm, quiet, and relaxing. Plenty of loungers, shaded areas, and a peaceful vibe that felt like a perfect escape for if you want to take a break from the crowds. It's the perfect place to unwind, enjoying the hot tubs, or just soaking up the sea views. We then made our way back down to the Lido deck to check out a few of the complimentary casual dining spots, as well as some additional charge options in the street eats area of this deck. Time fries, which is a complimentary option, is all about loaded fries. They take simple fries and turn them into full meals with different toppings. You'll find fries covered with cheese, bacon, sauces, and other flavorful add-ons. It's a fun, indulgent option and a great snack spot when you want something quick, salty, and satisfying. Steam Dream is a spot that leans into Asian-inspired flavors. They offer items like steamed buns, dumplings, and rice or noodle bowls with different protein options. The food here is lighter than burgers or fried items, but still packed with flavor, making it a nice change if you want something warm and comforting. Mad Sizzle focuses on grilled favorites and sizzling plates. This is where you'll find things like skewers, kebabs, grilled meats, and hearty handheld options. The food comes out hot and fresh, and it's great if you're in the mood for something filling and savory. Seafood Shack is the go-to spot if you're craving classic coastal favorites. This place focuses on seafood comfort food like fried shrimp, fried fish, lobster rolls, and seafood baskets served with fries. It's casual, quick, and perfect for a sea day when you want something hearty without sitting down for a full meal. Seafood Shack is not included as a complimentary dining option and is an additional charge in this area. Blue Iguana Cantina is a Carnival favorite and one of the most popular casual dining spots on the ship. They serve Mexican-style food like tacos, burritos, and bowls. You can choose your proteins, load up on toppings, and customize everything just the way you like it. The breakfast burritos in the morning and tacos later in the day are especially popular, and it's all included in your cruise fare. Just seeing all of those options made us appreciate how much food variety Carnival offers, especially since so much of it is included. From there, we headed to the Havana Bar, and this was a fun surprise. They were teaching guests how to do Michael Jackson's Thriller dance. Seeing people of all ages jumping in, laughing, and learning the choreography really brought out that holiday party energy. We continued exploring and stopped by Pixels, where guests can view and purchase their onboard photos. Then we walked past Cucina del Capitano and checked out the menu posted outside the restaurant. Everything looked hearty and comforting, classic Italian dishes that felt perfect for a sea day. Just a heads up, Cucina del Capitano is a specialty dining restaurant. However, they do offer one free dinner dining experience for guests, and then after that, it is an additional charge. Also nearby was Bar della Rosa, which had a classy, relaxed vibe. Next, we located the pizzeria, and it was very busy, especially later in the evening. It's definitely a popular spot each night, but just a heads up, it always closes at midnight. There's usually a long line, but the pizza is very good. Right next to the pizzeria, we checked out Piazza Panini, which looked really good and is another solid option for some quick and tasty sandwich options. As we continued walking, we passed by another specialty dining option, Rudy's Sea Grill, and stopped to read the menu outside. The offerings looked upscale and elegant, making it feel like a great option for a special dinner. Make sure you make reservations for this particular restaurant. Then we visited Pig and Anchor just to see what it was like. The atmosphere felt laid back and you could really smell that barbecue goodness in the air. Pig and Anchor is another specialty restaurant with some complimentary breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. Be sure to get there on time for breakfast because they close it down around 9 a.m. Check your Carnival app throughout your cruise for more information. We headed outside on that same deck level to check out the open air space, enjoy the breeze, and take in the views. On this side of the deck was the smoking section, close to the watering hole bar. People are out smoking cigarettes and cigars because this is the designated area for smokers. After all that walking, we headed back to our cabin to rest for a bit before getting ready for the first formal night on the ship. When we got back to the room, our first towel animal was waiting for us, and it was a stingray. That little touch from our cabin steward always makes the day feel special. After resting, we got dressed for formal night in the dining room. While walking through the ship, we unexpectedly came across a Mardi Gras parade, and it was awesome. Music, performers, and that classic carnival energy really brought the ship to life. After dinner, we took some photos in our formal wear, capturing the moment and the holiday vibe. Once pictures were done, we headed back to the cabin to change it to something more comfortable so we could catch a comedy show at the Punchliner. Here's our Christmas decorations. We wanted to decorate the entire door, however, some areas of the door was not magnetic, so we had to decorate the wall beside our door. So we headed to the Punchliner, and the comedian was Doug Williams, and he was hilarious. The crowd was laughing nonstop. After that, we caught another show called Voodoo Moon at the center stage, which had a totally different vibe and was a great follow-up to the comedy show. To end the night, we stopped by the pizzeria for some late night pizza, which was the perfect way to wrap up day 2. That was our Christmas day at sea on Carnival Mardi Gras, and it was packed with food, fun, and festive moments. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you subscribe. We're on a mission to reach 20,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. Stay tuned for day 3 of our first Christmas cruise aboard Carnival Mardi Gras. Today is day 3 of our first Christmas cruise aboard Carnival Mardi Gras, and we've officially arrived in Grand Turks and Caicos. This is one of those ports that looks absolutely beautiful the moment you step off the ship, and we're taking you along for the entire experience. Not only are we sharing our experience that we had on this island, but we're also sharing 10 things not to do in Grand Turk if you're visiting on a cruise. Trust us, a few of these tips could save you time, money, and stress. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with someone planning a cruise, and subscribe to the channel. We're on a mission to reach 20,000 subscribers, and we love for you to be part of that journey. Now let's get into day 3 in Grand Turk. Day 3 of our first Christmas cruise on Carnival Mardi Gras brought us to our first port, Grand Turk in Turks and Caicos, and we were ready for it. We actually started the morning in the gym before even thinking about the island. The fitness center was already active, and it felt good to get a quick workout in before a full day of exploring. After the gym, we headed to Pig and Anchor for breakfast. It was a good start to the day with classic breakfast items and a relaxed atmosphere. Grabbing breakfast early is always a smart move on port days because it gives you more time to get off the ship and beat the crowds. Now be sure to check the breakfast times of each venue as some close earlier than others. Once we finished eating, we headed down to disembark. Before you leave the ship, be sure to have your sail and sign card and your photo ID or driver's license. You will have to show it before you leave the cruise center. One of the great things about Grand Turk is that it's a very easy port. You dock right at the cruise center, and as soon as you step off the ship, you're already in the heart of the action. The port area is clean, colorful, and very walkable. There are shops, bars, and even a large pool area within the Margaritaville restaurant. Some pool seating and the flow rider can be booked as an excursion. One of the biggest highlights of Grand Turk is the beach. The beach is literally steps away from where you get off the ship. The water is crystal clear, bright turquoise, and absolutely beautiful. You don't need an excursion to enjoy it either. You can walk straight over, find a spot, and enjoy the ocean. If you're planning a cruise here, bring water shoes, sunscreen, and cash for chair and umbrella rentals or other items from local vendors. Pro tip: there are some chairs and umbrellas by the beach that are free, but they go very fast. If you miss out, there are local vendors that you can rent chairs and umbrellas from. There are also plenty of excursion options like snorkeling, ATV rides, dune buggies, and boat tours. We decided to try something adventurous and rode the Mega Ducky. It's an inflatable float, pulled behind a speedboat, and it moves very fast. You're bouncing across the water, holding on tight, laughing, and trying not to fall off. It was thrilling and definitely got our adrenaline going. Now, as promised, here are 10 things not to do when arriving at Grand Turks and Caicos on a cruise. Number 1, don't forget ship time. Always remember the ship operates on its own time. Your phone may switch to local island time. Just be sure you pay attention to the time and know when to head back. Number 2, don't wander too far without a plan. Grand Turk is small, but transportation options are limited. If you explore beyond the cruise center, plan your return carefully. Number 3, don't ignore the sun. The Caribbean sun is intense. Wear sunscreen, reapply often, and bring a hat. Sunburn can ruin the rest of your cruise. Number 4, don't assume Wi-Fi will be great. Service can be spotty. Download maps or excursion details before you get off the ship. Number 5, don't wait until the last minute to return. Lines to reboard can get long, especially in the afternoon. Give yourself at least 45 to 60 minutes buffer time. Number 6, don't overpay without comparing prices. Shop around before buying souvenirs. Prices can vary from store to store. Number 7, don't forget to bring small cash bills. Some local vendors prefer cash, and smaller bills make transactions easier. Number 8, don't leave valuables unattended on the beach. The beach is beautiful and right at the port, but keep your belongings secure. Number 9, don't underestimate excursion intensity. Activities like the Mega Ducky or ATV tours can be physically demanding. Know your limits and stay hydrated. And number 10, don't miss the free beach access. You don't have to book an excursion to enjoy Grand Turk. The stunning beach is steps from the ship, so take advantage of it. And those are the top 10 things not to do when arriving at Grand Turks and Caicos on a cruise. Pro tip: there are several rinse-off stations for removing sand. The closest one to the beach is by Margaritaville. After the excursion, we explored the shopping area. There are souvenir shops, local craft vendors, and duty-free stores. If you're planning to shop, compare prices and don't feel pressured to buy right away. Also, be mindful of your time. Always keep ship time in mind and give yourself plenty of time to get back on board. The ship will not wait. After walking around and enjoying the island, we headed back to the ship. Don't forget, before you leave the cruise center, they will ask you to see your driver's license or your photo ID along with your sell and sign card to return back to the ship. When we returned to our cabin, we were greeted by a towel animal shaped like a small ram. It's always fun to see what creative surprise the cabin steward leaves. After freshening up, we went straight to Guy's Burger Joint for a bite. This spot is included in your cruise fare, and the burgers are made fresh right in front of you. You pick your burger, head to the toppings bar, and build it exactly how you like it. The patties are juicy, the buns are soft, and the fries are perfectly seasoned. But here's what you need to know. It gets busy. On sea days, the line can get long fast. And once everyone comes back on board from a port day, the rush hits hard. That's when you'll really see the crowd build up. Pro tip, go earlier in the day or right when they reopen after port stops to avoid the longest lines. And shout out to the crew, because they work non-stop flipping burgers, keeping the line moving, and making sure every plate comes out hot and fresh. They are really working hard back there, and Guy's Burgers Joint is easily one of the best free food spots on a Carnival cruise. Then we headed back to the cabin for a quick nap before the evening festivities. Port days can wear you out, so resting before dinner and shows is always a good idea. Pro tip: book your main dining room time for late dinner so you don't have to rush on port days. That night, we caught another comedy show at the Punchliner. The comedian was hilarious and had the whole crowd laughing nonstop. Carnival's comedy shows are always a highlight. To close out the night, we grabbed a couple of slices of pizza before heading back to the cabin. Late night pizza just hits different after a full day of sun, sea, and laughs. This concludes day 3 of our first Christmas cruise with Carnival Cruises. If this video was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers and we could use your help. Stay tuned for our next video on this series as we are stopping at Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic. Day 4 of our Carnival cruise brought us to Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic, and as soon as the ship docked, we were excited to step off and explore another beautiful port in the Caribbean. Amber Cove is located on the north coast of the Dominican Republic near Puerto Plata, and it's a port that Carnival Corporation actually helped develop. The area opened to the cruise ships in 2015 and was designed to give cruise passengers a comfortable and scenic gateway to explore the Dominican Republic. The port gets its name from the region's famous amber deposits, which have been mined here for centuries in some of the most beautiful stones in the world. As we walked off the ship, the first thing we noticed was how colorful and lively the port area was. There are palm trees, tropical landscaping, music playing in the background, and a relaxed island atmosphere that immediately makes you feel like you're on vacation. Amber Cove was designed almost like a little Caribbean village with shops, restaurants, bars, and plenty of places to sit and enjoy the view. One of the first things we wanted to do was head over to the large Ember Cove sign. It's one of the most popular photo spots in the port and a perfect place to capture that we made it to the Dominican Republic moment. The sign is bright, colorful, and surrounded by the ocean, which makes it great for pictures. Of course, we had to stop there and take a few photos before continuing to explore. After spending some time at the Amber Cove port area, we decided we wanted to explore more of the island, so we grabbed a local taxi with Rigo Tours, the guys with the green shirts, to take us around Puerto Plata. It is actually a pretty common thing for cruise visitors to do here. Now, right outside the port, you'll find taxi drivers offering island tours, and many of them will take you to several stops around the area for a set price. Pro tip: be sure to negotiate your price before leaving, and especially if you have a large group like we did. We ended up paying $25 per person. Our first stop on the tour was Los Mangos gift shop, located in Maimon, just a short drive from Ember Cove. A very unique and cultural stop. As we pulled up, we immediately noticed the colorful houses and countryside tropical surroundings. The area had a relaxed, neighborhood welcoming feel, and it was clear that this place was designed for visitors who wanted to experience a little bit of the real Dominican culture. Our tour guide, Wilson, walked us through the community-like environment, the Los Mangos gift shop area, and gave us a little bit of history about the region. He explained that Maimon is a small coastal community near Puerto Plata that has grown over the years as cruise tourism increased in the area. He also was telling us about how they gather leaves and herbs from their natural plants and trees and gardens to make tea for health purposes. Look at these little corgi dogs. They were so cute. So here they're showing us how they stir the leaves in the pot to create the tea and how it keeps the older generation vibrant, and it's a remedy for sickness. They actually gave us samples of the tea. We were able to taste it. My daughter's about to taste it now, and she says that it tastes pretty good. I don't know about y'all, but I like my tea with sugar in it. Next, our guide took us on a quick tour of the small farm area behind the gift shop. It was really interesting to see a bit of the local lifestyle up close. And as we walked around, we saw chickens roaming the property and learned about several of the plants growing there. Our guide pointed out some of the leaves they use to make natural teas and traditional herbal drinks. It was cool hearing how these plants have been used for generations for things like relaxation, digestion, and overall wellness. The area had a very authentic feel, and it gave us a better understanding of some of the local traditions and ingredients that come from the island. After the short tour of the farm, we headed back toward the gift shop area where they had a tasting set up for visitors. That's where we got to try a sample of Mama Juana, which is a traditional Dominican drink made with rum, red wine, honey, and a mix of tree bark and herbs. It's one of the most famous drinks in the Dominican Republic, and many locals say it has health benefits as well. Along with the mamajuana, they also offered samples of fresh fruit, which was sweet, refreshing, and a nice way to end the visit before continuing our tour of Puerto Plata.
No, video.
Okay, I got it on
You
video.
have everybody here in the video? No, espérate, aquí.
¿Está en video ya?
No.
First of all, it's a good camera call.
Ok. Mira, así.
Está bien.
Ahí está, aquí me meto, Ahí tiene everybody here. Okay, little bit in the back. Little bit. Okay, yeah, to take everybody in the phone because that's gonna be your remember. Okay, you're repeating in Spanish. Pa arriba.
¡Pa' arriba!
Pa abajo.
¡Pa' abajo!
Al centro.
¡Al centro!
Jakey, jakey.
¡Jakey, jakey!
Salud.
¡Salud!
It's some sangria, ain't it?
When Amber Cove was developed, places like Los Mangos became popular stops for visitors because they showcased local crafts, souvenirs, and products from the Dominican Republic. Inside the gift shop, there were shelves filled with items made locally on the island. We saw jewelry made from amber and larimar, which are two stones that the Dominican Republic is famous for. The larimar stone is even more unique because it's a blue stone that is only found in the Dominican Republic. The guide also showed us handmade crafts, artwork, Dominican coffee, cigars, and other locally produced goods. Many of the items were made by the local artisans, and it was interesting to hear how those crafts help support families in the area. After leaving Los Mangos gift shop, our taxi driver took us into downtown Puerto Plata. The drive into the city gave us a chance to see more of the local neighborhoods and everyday life in the Dominican Republic. When we arrived in the downtown area, our first stop was the city plaza. The plaza was beautifully decorated for Christmas. There were lights, decorations, and festive displays all around the square. Palm trees mixed with Christmas decorations gave the whole place a unique tropical holiday feel. Locals and visitors were walking around, taking pictures, and enjoying the festive atmosphere. It was a really cool experience seeing Christmas celebrated in a warm Caribbean setting. From the plaza, we headed over to the chocolate factory. Puerto Plata has a long connection to cocoa production because the Dominican Republic is one of the major producers of cocoa beans in the Caribbean. The factory focuses on turning locally grown cocoa into Dominican chocolate products. Our guide explained how cocoa beans are harvested, fermented, dried, and eventually turned into chocolate. Inside the shop, you can see different chocolate products made right there in the Dominican Republic, from dark chocolate bars to cocoa-based sweets and treats. The smell of the chocolate in the shop alone made it worth the stop. We also got to taste chocolate and try some Dominican hot chocolate and wine. After the chocolate tasting, they took us right next door to a store where you could actually purchase the chocolate that you just tasted. They had several different varieties of chocolate bars, but they also sold body care products that were scented and smelled really good, and they were made out of coconut oil. Very moisturizing and made your skin feel so soft. After leaving the chocolate store, we headed over to one of the most popular photo spots in Puerto Plata, the famous Umbrella Street. The street is decorated with dozens of colorful umbrellas hanging overhead, creating a bright canopy of colors above the walkway. It's a fun and vibrant place where visitors love to stop and take photos, and the colors really pop against the historic buildings around the area. They also have a few stores and restaurants on Umbrella Street and nearby. Next, we visited another well-known photo location called Pink Street. This area is exactly what it sounds like. Many of the buildings and decorations are painted in shades of pink, creating a playful and Instagram-worthy spot for pictures. We stopped there for a few photos before heading back to the cruise port. After exploring downtown Puerto Plata, taking photos, our taxi driver took us back to the cruise port. This tour was a great way to see several highlights of the city in a short amount of time before heading back to the ship and sailing to the next destination. When we made it back to the ship, we noticed we were docked right beside the Star Princess. Seeing it up close, the ship was absolutely massive and really beautiful. It's always interesting seeing another cruise ship side by side because it really puts into perspective just how big these ships are. While we were waiting to set sail, we caught a little bit of the Celestial Strings production show. The performance showcased the incredible talent of the onboard violinist group, and they played all kinds of music, from classical to more modern hits. The show was really good and the violinists were fantastic. After that, we headed back to the room to freshen up before the all-white deck party. Once we made it back out, the party was already going strong. We had a great time hanging out, dancing, and enjoying the energy on the deck. At one point, they even had a dance contest where anyone who wanted to show off their dance skills could jump in. The crowd got to vote for their favorite dancer, which made it even more fun to watch. That wrapped up our day here in Amber Cove in Puerto Plata, and we have to say it was a really fun stop. From exploring the local areas like Los Mangos, learning a little bit about Dominican culture, and trying Mama Juana, and walking around downtown Puerto Plata, it was a great way to experience the island beyond just the cruise port. Amber Cove turned out to be a beautiful destination with plenty to see and do, and we're really glad we took the time to get out and explore. Every port stop on this cruise has brought something different, and this one definitely did not disappoint. If you're enjoying our Christmas cruise series, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with someone who loves cruising, and subscribe to the channel. We're working hard to reach 20,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be part of the journey. And don't go anywhere, because our next stop is Nassau, Bahamas, where we'll be visiting the famous Atlantis resort and exploring more of what this incredible cruise has to offer. Stay tuned. A Christmas Eve sea day aboard the beautiful Carnival Mardi Gras started the best way possible, with brunch in the main dining room. And since it was Christmas Eve, Carnival made a special exception and allowed families to wear their Christmas pajamas to the dining room. So of course our family showed up dressed in our favorite PJs, ready to eat and celebrate. Brunch was absolutely delicious. We enjoyed sausage and bacon, fluffy French toast, pancakes, made-to-order omelets, crispy hash browns, and plenty more. It was the perfect way to start the day. After breakfast, we took a quick stroll through the casino before meeting up with some family members to film a Christmas TikTok together. We had so much fun creating it and sharing lots of laughs along the way.
It's the season to be jolly. La 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 la.
La 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 la. I go on and on, can't understand how it lasts so long.
We stopped by our room for a quick minute and were surprised by the adorable towel animal waiting for us, a duck. Carnival's housekeeping team always does the cutest little touches like this. Next, we met up with the family again to try our luck at bingo, which is always a fun activity on board the Carnival Mardi Gras. The room was packed with guests, and you could feel the excitement as everyone waited for the numbers to be called. Every time someone got close to winning, the whole room would get quiet for a second, hoping to hear that final number.
And look at this venue, isn't it beautiful? And look at your bingo host, isn't he beautiful? At least that's what my mom says, okay? That's what she said. But family, we're here for a big game, big money. My team's still working on tapping everything in, and I'll let you know how much we're playing for the first game in a second. But I can tell by the amount of people we have in the room that we just performed a Christmas miracle, guys, okay? I'll let you know, it's big money. It is more than $50, I told you. It's more than 100. It might be more than 500, who knows, okay? But it's time for the first game, guys. Remember, we have 3 different games, and that's why you got 3 different sheets. You're gonna use the blue cards for the first game, then you're gonna use the orange cards for the second game, and then you're gonna use the green cards for the third and last game. I know many of you are looking at your purple cards. We call this a jackpot card, and you're wondering, Ivan, what am I gonna do with this? Well, right now, just put it on the side. those are extra chances to win the third and last game, which today is our $5,000 jackpot. And the question is, who wants $5,000? I have another question. Who needs $5,000? Guys, I've checked your statements. I know some of you really need those $5,000. But family, get your blue cards ready. That's the ones that you're gonna use for the first game. I would also recommend to separate the papers because some of you are gonna get so excited you're gonna deep dive and hard those cards, and I don't want the ink to bleed through your paper. Okay, so just separate your papers. For the people that got scratchers, you can open those at any time, and Casino will cash it out for you. And for the people that is playing for the hot ball, make some noise if you're playing for the hot ball. Well, that is the chance of doubling your prize. At the beginning of each game, I'm gonna throw a random ball. That's gonna be the hot ball for that round. Now, when you win, and you get that hot ball in your winning pattern, I will double your prize. Remember, we have 3 different prizes, and imagine you win the last round, and it's a $5,000 jackpot, and then you win with a hot ball, and you leave this room with that much money, okay guys? So just start thinking.
Didn't walk away with the jackpot this time, but we definitely had a great time. After all the excitement, we headed to grab some ice cream, my personal favorite treat on the ship. Later that evening, we made our way to dinner in the main dining room, and the food was absolutely flavorful. Our table enjoyed a variety of dishes, including tender short ribs with mashed potatoes and green beans, catfish with collard greens and mac and cheese, Parmesan chicken with mixed vegetables, and even stir fry with rice. And let me tell y'all, everything was delicious. Now it's showtime. Our waiter Robin was actually part of the entertainment team that night, so we got to see his dance moves during the dining room show. We were cheering and hyping him on the whole time, and he did a really great job. To end the night, my husband and I headed up to the pool deck for one of our favorite cruise traditions, watching a movie under the stars. We snuggled up under a warm blanket and enjoyed Mission Impossible featuring Tom Cruise. There's just something special about watching a movie outside at sea. And just like that, our Christmas Eve at sea came to a perfect close. If you enjoyed spending the day with us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be sure to catch our next video as we cruise to our next destination, Nassau, Bahamas. Christmas Day on our Carnival Mardi Gras cruise brought us to one of the most famous cruise ports in the Caribbean, Nassau in the Bahamas. Waking up that morning and stepping out on the deck to see the island was already exciting, but what really stood out was how busy the port was. There were about 6 or 7 cruise ships docked that day, which made the harbor look incredible. Seeing that many massive ships lined up along the waterfront was a sight all by itself. The Nassau port has been modernized quite a bit over the years, with shops, restaurants, and easy access to ferries, beaches, and excursions right as you step off the ship. After getting off the boat, we decided to take a ferry over to the famous Atlantis resort on Paradise Island. Pro tip: now, in order to catch the ferry, you have to go past the walkway leading to the port area to catch the ferry. The ferry ride costs $7 each way, which is actually a pretty good deal considering the views you get along the way. As we rode across the harbor, we took plenty of pictures and videos because the scenery was so beautiful. You could see all the cruise ships docked in Nassau, the colorful waterfront buildings, and the bright blue Caribbean water all around us. Once the ferry docked, we walked about a half a mile to the Atlantis ticket booth to purchase tickets for the Aquarium tour. The tickets were about $60 per person, and they gave us wristbands that allowed us to access the resort lobby area and both aquariums located on the property. Without a wristband, you can only access the casino area, the balcony right outside that area, and the famous big throne chair, which is a great photo opportunity within the resort. Before heading down to the aquarium, we walked out through the front lobby of the Atlantis to take pictures with the famous winged horse statues. These statues are a popular photo spot, and it was actually pretty special for us because we had taken pictures there many years ago when our children were little. Now we're back again doing it all over with them as adults, and it felt like a full circle moment. After getting our photos, we went back into the hotel and made our way down to the aquarium. The Atlantis Aquarium is part of a massive marine habitat that the resort has developed over the years. Atlantis is known for having one of the largest open-air marine habitats in the world, with thousands of marine animals including sharks, rays, tropical fish, and other sea life living in lagoons, tanks, and underwater tunnels. The first aquarium area was interesting and well designed, but it didn't take very long to go through. It probably took less than 20 minutes to see everything there. One important thing to know if you ever buy tickets to the Atlantis Aquarium is that there are actually 2 aquariums included with the ticket price. If nobody tells you that, it's easy to miss the second one. After finishing the first aquarium, the path leads you right into the resort area. Normally, you're supposed to turn right and head toward the second aquarium, but we were curious to see more of the resort itself, especially the pools and water slides. There's usually an employee standing there directing people to the right, but we noticed there was also a Shake Shack located to the left behind where the employee was standing. So we told the employee we were headed to Shake Shack to grab a cup of water. They let us through without any issue. We grabbed some water and sat there for about 10 minutes, and eventually the employee forgot about us being there. When we came back out, we headed to the left and explored more of the resort and pool area. The resort was absolutely beautiful. The landscaping, pools, and architecture were incredible. One of the highlights was seeing the famous Leap of Faith water slide. This is the slide where riders shoot down a steep drop and then travel through a clear tunnel that goes underwater through a shark tank. Just seeing it in person was impressive. It definitely made us say that someday we'd love to come back and stay at Atlantis as a guest. After exploring more of the resort, we headed back the same direction we came and finally made our way to the second aquarium. This one had some much bigger and more impressive fish and marine life. It was a little confusing to find, and honestly, if someone hadn't told us there were two aquariums, we might have missed it completely. The second aquarium took maybe 10 minutes to walk through, but it was still a pretty cool experience. Overall, we'd say the aquarium is worth the $60 ticket for a one-time experience, but it's probably not something we would pay for again. At that price, it would be nice if they included more access to other parts of the resort. After finishing the aquarium, we walked back to the ferry dock to head back to the cruise port. Interestingly, when the ferry dropped us off to go back to the ship, it was at a different location than when we originally boarded. We were dropped off near Senior Frogs, which actually worked out perfectly because we wanted to come to that side of the port anyway. Senior Frogs had a great atmosphere. Music was playing, people were dancing, and everyone seemed to be having a great time. If you're visiting Nassau on a cruise and want a place to grab food, drinks, or just enjoy a fun vibe, this is definitely a spot we recommend. After leaving that area, we stopped by the straw market before heading back to the ship. The Nassau straw market has been a part of Bahamian culture for generations. It originally started as a place where local artisans sold handmade straw goods like baskets, hats, and bags. Today, it's a large indoor marketplace where you can find souvenirs, crafts, clothing, jewelry, and many other locally made products. It's also a place where you can practice your bargaining skills a little bit with the vendors. Most vendors have the same or similar items, but they all charge different prices. Once we finished exploring the straw market, we headed back to the ship. But the day wasn't over yet. My husband and daughter had an appointment for one of the most exciting attractions on Carnival Mardi Gras, the boat roller coaster. Boat is the first roller coaster at sea. Riders sit on a motorcycle-style seat and race along an elevated track on the top deck of the ship. The ride gives you incredible ocean views while you speed around the track high above the water. It's a really unique experience that you can only find on Carnival Mardi Gras. Pro tip, you must reserve a time to ride boat, and it is an additional cost of $15 per person. After such a full day exploring Nassau, visiting Atlantis, walking through the straw market, and riding boat, it was the perfect way to wrap up Christmas Day on our cruise. Nassau is a beautiful destination with plenty to see and do, and we're really glad we took the time to get out and explore. We ended the night with a wonderful Christmas music show, where Carnival provided everyone with some cute Carnival branded Santa hats. It was a fun Christmas night and a sight to see. If you're enjoying our cruise video aboard the mighty Carnival Mardi Gras, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with someone who loves cruising, and subscribe to the channel. And don't go anywhere, because our next stop is one of Carnival's private destinations, Celebration Key. Keep watching. The day after Christmas on our Carnival Mardi Gras cruise brought us to one of the newest and most exciting destinations in the Caribbean, Carnival's private gated destination called Celebration Key. We started the morning the best way possible with a big breakfast. There were fresh omelets being made to order, fruit, muffins, eggs, French toast, sausage, and plenty more to choose from. It was the perfect way to fuel up for a full day on the island. After breakfast, we walked around the Lido deck and were greeted with something really cool. The crew had created dozens of towel animals all around the deck area. There were all kinds of creative shapes and designs, and it was just very cool to see. It showed just how much effort the crew puts into making the cruise experience fun and memorable. Soon after that, it was time to get off the ship and head to Celebration Key. Celebration Key is located on the island of Grand Bahama. The project was designed specifically for Carnival guests and spans over 60 acres along the beautiful Bahamian coastline. The idea behind Celebration Key is to create a destination that blends relaxation, entertainment, dining, and family-friendly fun all in one place. The difference with this island versus other private cruise line islands is that you can still purchase excursions outside of the island. When you arrive, the island is divided into several themed areas. When you arrive, the island is divided into several themed areas that you will see throughout the video. There's Lacona Cove, which is the shopping area where guests can find souvenirs, local crafts, clothing, and gifts to bring home. And of course, there's the Sun Castle, which features water slides and attractions for guests who want a little more excitement during the island day. But the area we were most excited about was Pearl Cove Beach Club. We had already purchased an excursion to this adults-only section of Celebration Key. Our package included 2 beach chairs and an umbrella for $99, which gave us access to one of the most relaxing parts of the island. They also have various options for this excursion, some that include lunch at the Pearl Cove restaurant, and some where you can get a cabana or a day bed. When we arrived at Pearl Cove Beach Club, we were greeted with a complimentary welcome drink, which immediately set the tone for the day. A staff member also gave us a quick tour of the area so we could see everything available to us. Pearl Cove is designed to be a peaceful, adults-only escape. The beach there is absolutely beautiful, with clear turquoise water and soft sand. The water was calm, warm, and perfect for swimming. It felt like the kind of place where you could spend hours just relaxing and enjoying the scenery. We spent a couple of hours enjoying the beach club, swimming in the pool, relaxing under the umbrella, and just soaking up the atmosphere. It felt peaceful and exclusive, which is exactly what we want in an adults-only area. One of the highlights of the Pearl Cove area was the infinity pool. The pool overlooked the ocean and the water was warm and incredibly relaxing. Sitting in that pool with the view of the Caribbean stretching out in front of you was one of the best moments of the entire cruise. After a while, it was time to redeem our complimentary meal. Here's a look at the different menus from the food trucks. Celebration Key had several food trucks across the island called Island Eats, and we headed over to one of them for lunch. The food was quick, tasty, and perfect for an island day. Pro tip, be sure to have your sell and sign card because you need that to redeem your complimentary lunch. Another pro tip is there are different food trucks in the various parts of the island. This is how you order your food with the food trucks. You go to the kiosk, place your order, and it prints your receipt. Then you'll take your receipt to the food truck window that you selected and wait for your order. My husband chose Seaside Burgers and Dogs, and he had a burger and fries. And I chose a Philly cheesesteak sandwich and fries. After experiencing this, me and my husband both agreed that we prefer buffet style like the other private islands that we've been to. After eating, we decided to go find our adult kids and their cousins who were hanging out in the Calypso Lagoon area. They had pooled their money together and rented a cabana there. Calypso Lagoon had a totally different energy compared to Pearl Cove. There was music playing, people dancing, and much more lively party vibe around the lagoon pool. The cabanas gave guests a shaded place to relax while still enjoying the fun atmosphere around the water. Then there's DJ Allen, which is another fun space in the Calypso Lagoon area where music and entertainment really come alive. It's a place where the energy stays high and people gather to dance and enjoy the island vibes. There's also a restaurant and bar nearby so that you can get a tasty cocktail while you're partying. Before heading back to the ship, we decided to walk around and explore more of Celebration Key. As we walked through different areas, we got to see the shops, more beach access points, and all the different spaces designed for guests to enjoy the island. One of the main areas is Starfish Lagoon, which is designed to be very family friendly. This area has large lagoon style pools, beach access, and plenty of space for families to relax together. Now we're coming up on Starfish Lagoon, which features a large, calm lagoon with shallow, crystal clear water that's perfect for relaxing, wading, or letting the kids splash around safely. Surrounding the lagoon are bright tropical colors, palm trees, lounge chairs, and plenty of shaded areas where families can unwind and take in the island atmosphere. This area is designed especially with families and kids in mind, but honestly, it's beautiful for everyone to enjoy. By the time we made our way back toward the ship, we realized just how much we enjoyed this experience. Celebration Key was beautiful, well organized, and offered something for everyone, whether you wanted relaxation, fun, shopping, or beach time. Honestly, after spending the day there, we realized that this is one of the best private destinations we've ever experienced. It was a great way to spend the day after Christmas and an incredible part of our cruise. This wraps up our 7-day cruise. Tomorrow we'll be getting off the ship and back to our home destination. If this video has been helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for our video on Debarkation Day. Today is Debarkation Day, but before leaving, we wanted to do one more thing, show some appreciation to our cabin steward, Harry. Cabin stewards work incredibly hard throughout the cruise, making sure your room is clean, comfortable, and always taken care of, so we left him a little extra tip to say thank you for everything he did. On our way to breakfast, we passed by Big Chicken one last time. But before heading off, we also had to check out this fun display showing the handprint of Shaquille O'Neal. And look at the difference between those massive hands and my husband's. That really puts it into perspective. We grabbed some breakfast from the buffet while waiting for our zone number to be called so we could leave the ship. Pro tip, if you're paying your onboard account with cash, make sure you take care of any balances the night before. When they check you out during debarkation, they will stop you if you still have a balance. Once our zone number was called, we lined up to leave the ship. Everything moved pretty smoothly, but definitely bring a little patience because there are a lot of people leaving at the same time. Once our sail and sign card was scanned for the final time and we got the all clear, we officially stepped off the ship. From there, we headed to the luggage area to pick up our bags since we chose not to carry them off ourselves. And just a quick note, you do have the option to carry your own luggage off the ship if you prefer to leave earlier. After collecting our luggage, we made our way outside to find transportation. You can choose Carnival shuttle, rideshare services, or a shuttle you've booked in advance on your own. And just like that, our cruise adventure came to an end. If you enjoyed cruising along with us, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future travel adventures. And if you're planning a cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras, we hope this video helped you get a glimpse of what the experience is like from start to finish. Thanks for watching, and until the next adventure, happy cruising!